It tucks in there.
Yeah, it does tuck into that. So. Do you want to tuck it
What the fuck?
in? Yeah, it's snazzy, isn't it? Then go put it back out
Ready
again.
for business?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Now I'm ready for business.
Hi there, this is your captain speaking.
Now, do you want to say hello? Start the video. Go on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We're currently at 30,000 feet. We're about to be passing over.
What are we passing over, Grace?
Sorry, why is it extendable?
Well, the microphone. Because it's.
Why would you have to have it go in? And then
Well, you know, just to
look
pay.
out for a Britney moment.
It's Britney, bitch.
It's really big.
Yeah, you pull it out. As Toxic starts. Yeah, then and then the microphone gets pulled out. At the beat, so it's like this. Hang on. So it's like. No, hang on. You can imagine like Britney rises from the stage, and then you hear and then whack. There you go. It's exactly that. It's just a fancy design, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Well, you were impressed, weren't you?
Yeah, it's just weird.
No, it's a microphone. It's not a mouthpiece.
It just like adds to the like nerdiness by like 1000%.
Me being a virgin.
Like headphones is, you know, a vibe, and then when you suddenly whack in like a extendable mic.
It's not extendable. It just packs away for like, you know.
I've never see what she thinks of the mic.
No, Lid won't like the mic. She'll laugh at me for it. She'll laugh at me for the mic. I mean, you've seen me wear this headset so much. No, I don't say it like that. You're making me out like I'm a massive virgin. Oh, am I a virgin? In fact, did you send a video of Lydia of the microphone action? Because I think Lydia would actually like that. I think she would like that. This is Hollow Knight. You play as this little. What was that? So yeah, it's quite hard. But you play as this little bug thing. And there's the Lost Kingdom, and you're exploring the Lost Kingdom. And I think I don't really know what I'm looking for. I think I'm looking for treasure. I think, but I don't really know. Oh yeah, I'm doing a bit of both. Oh, and look, here's a bug night thing. Oh. No, I've got like 8. Thank you very much. Oh. Yeah, they're all mainly friends, so it doesn't really count. It's like... Oh. This guy's quite hard. Oh, that's why. I want to run over here and heal. Oh, he does 2. No, I died. Right, I'm gonna be speaking to Dan now. Shall I ask him about what he thinks about the mic? Right, Daniel.
Well, fucking hell, you're loud. Oh, bloody
Am I?
Laura, how do I turn that down?
Oh, is that better?
No, it's not you, hang on. Right. Say
The
something
mic-
now?
The microphone was literally right next to my mouth. Grace
So
was
I think
laughing
I've,
at it like a mouthpiece.
no, it's because I've
Like
just
a
got these,
Britney
literally, I'm trying
mouthpiece.
out these headphones for the first time, so... I think they've got separate party chat and audio volumes.
Ah. Wait, did
So
you
if I
not,
turn
did you
this
not get... Did you get new headphones?
Yeah, to replace
No.
my my things that were falling apart.
Oh, you had Steel Series, didn't you?
Yeah, I really liked them, but I
So
bought them
did-
second hand anyway.
Did you have the extendable microphone that tucked into the earpiece?
Yes, and I have them on this one as well.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's really good. I
Yeah.
actually think I could use these as just like general headphones, like if I went out.
Do you hear that, Grace? Dan also has this headset. Grace was laughing at it and saying that I look like Britney. Like with the extendable mouthpiece. Don't laugh at it. Madonna, it could be Madonna is, yeah, similar vibe, I reckon.
Yeah, also cool.
I think
Yeah,
she
also.
pioneered it, the Madonna mic.
Yeah. Yeah, that also works, Madonna mic. But, oh.
I feel like you're mostly coming out of my left ear. Why are you going into my left ear mostly? Let me go. Steel Series. These were flash headphones. These weren't cheap. I tried to get them cheap, but I wanted them in white specifically to match the PlayStation. But
Yeah.
they were like an extra 45 quid. And I really hunted for like a second-hand pair or something like that, and I just couldn't find it. Audio one ear.
Have you got it on, like...
I honestly, I did the classic thing of just never looking at the instructions. I just opened it.
Oh, Daniel, why are you
Right,
never looking
let's
at the
see.
instructions? By the way, I'm recording a video that I'm uploading to YouTube, by the way, so,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Am I going to be in it, testing my microphone for your viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. I just thought I should let you know, just in case you didn't want to be.
So what if I turn this up here? What does that do? Are you louder?
You're getting quieter.
No, you're the same. You're the same. This seems okay. And then if I turn you up there, can you say something?
Dan, if you were reincarnated as a pop star, what would you be? Who would you
Which
be?
pop star?
Yeah, pop.
Well, Rihanna's a billionaire. So and
Rihanna's a
everyone loves
billionaire?
her. Yeah, and everyone loves her.
I didn't realise Rihanna's a billionaire. And Dan, you're missing
Yeah.
the fact that she's also sexy.
Yeah, that too. But then, like, you're her, so it's not so great.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. Well,
Like,
I don't
you'd
know.
rather have sex with someone really sexy than be the really sexy one.
Would you?
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Yeah,
You don't want to be the more attractive person.
but being attractive makes life easier.
Being a billionaire pop star makes life easier regardless
Yeah,
of what you
being
look
a
like.
billionaire pop. Well, I don't know. Susan Boyle isn't a billionaire pop star princess.
Yeah, so what's your point? She's not part of the, it's not part of the question, is she?
Yeah, but I just wanted to. She's probably
Just
rich.
like, you just wanted to give Subo a mention.
Who is the most unattractive pop star? That's a good question.
Male or
Who's a
female?
billionaire? I think, now this is going to sound really shallow, but I don't think attractiveness matters as much for males as it does
Of course
for
it doesn't.
females.
Look at the Hollywood industry.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all the actresses have to be like international models, basically.
No, that's
Otherwise they
not.
won't get the role. The vast majority of women, like look how many famous actresses who are like great in their 20s and 30s have had loads of work done
Yeah,
in like their 40s and 50s.
but there is some who aren't. Olivia Colman,
Such as, yeah, true, good actress.
very
So
good
can we
actress.
say? Yeah.
But I mean, she's not. I wouldn't say she's ugly.
No, she's not had like any obvious, or she's had work done. She's had it done very well.
Yeah, but also I don't think. Well, that's the thing about the work, isn't it? You don't. You don't know if it's been done. If it's.
Well,
good.
no, some people are more obvious. I mean, like Julia Roberts was in a film. It was a film you've seen as well.
Was
The one with
this
Ethan
recent?
Hawke, where it's like the end of the world.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, 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 yeah.
she's meant to be like scolding him or the child, or is it like the kid's teeth start falling out and she's meant to be terrified?
Yeah,
And her
yeah, his teeth
eyebrows
start
just
falling
don't
out.
move, like it's just her mouth. And that's basically it. She's meant to be like absolutely freaking out of her mind. And just she just is expressionless because of all the filler and plastic surgery and stuff.
Well, yeah, but yeah. Not,
And like Julia Roberts would have looked great regardless. Like she'd still
Yeah,
look
she
great
would
in her
look great.
40s, like without having any work. If she just like went to the gym and like kept a good diet.
But I assume she did do that.
Yeah, but she also had the work done, obviously. And I think she didn't need to. The other ones, Monica from Friends had loads of stuff done.
Has she?
Yeah, I
I'm-
think she had lots and lots of filler, and then she had it dissolved, and she looked a lot better again.
Filler is quite a it's a mixed bag for me.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I just don't think it looks
You don't want to
great.
get your forehead done, mate, or your lips.
No, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't get my lips done.
You don't want your lips done.
I mean, I think they would look absolutely scrumptious if I did.
You can become an overnight influencer.
I think I'd probably, if I was looking to become an influencer, having lip fillers would probably help.
Yeah, I think so. You can
Right,
go
Dan,
on
I've
Love Island
got
as
to
well.
do a quick bit of voice acting, so please no talking over the voice acting. Just what do you think you're doing? You dare come between me and my play? It's a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother. Know this, car! I am Zot the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again, and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. What are you still bothering me for? I am a knight. I'm not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Begone, lest I draw my nail. Right, voice acting's done. I could hear you
Good
giggling
job.
away.
No, it was excellent. I was terrified.
Well, my voice acting. It's good, isn't it? I can do lots of accents, as you all know.
Well.
Where are the guns? The only way I can get into an Irish accent.
Where
It's not even
are
very
the
good.
guns,
It's
Mr.
not
Shelby?
Not even a good Irish accent. It's in fact quite
Mr.
bad.
Shelby. I am an agent of the crown.
Oh, he does say, yeah.
He loves
I
going
never
about
finished
being an agent
Peaky
of the crown.
Blinders.
I thought it was rubbish. I watched the first series. and that was
Rubbish?
that.
It definitely
Yeah, I
wasn't
thought it was
rubbish.
really bad, really really unenjoyable.
Really unenjoyable.
Yeah, boring. Just really boring. I think if it wasn't for the cool haircuts and the fact that you got Cillian Murphy in the lead, I don't think anyone would really have cared about it.
Nah, I think this because other than Cillian Murphy, the rest of the cast were quite unknown. I think. Well,
Except for Sam Neill,
I of course, except for the gunman.
the gunman.
Well, what else would you call him?
He's an agent of the crown, don't you know?
Oh, of course he is an agent of the crown.
Mr. Shelby.
Oh, fuck me.
The guy who wrote Peaky Blinders also wrote possibly the worst film I've ever seen, which was called
Oh, really?
Serenity? Not to be
Is that the
confused
one with
Firefly.
Angelina Jolie?
No, it's Anne Hathaway and Matthew McConaughey.
Serenity. What happens in it?
It's do you know what? It's so bad I think you should watch it.
Oh, I do love a bad film.
They shot it for 25 mil and it made 15 mil at the box office. And it's got a Rotten Tomatoes score of 21%.
21%.
Yeah, that's low. That's really bad.
That's really not good.
21% from the critics and 30% from audiences. It wasn't even like one where audiences had like a nice time at least.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
so dumb. It's just it breaks all the rules of basic story
can you
writing.
give me a hint?
I'm struggling to remember all of it now. I remember there is a twist. I remember the twist. And if I tell you the twist, then there's really no point in watching the film.
I mean, it sounds boring. Like
It is boring.
It's boring, but
I'd recommend it if
I'm
you
not
want to just. If someone was in like a film studies class, this
Yeah.
is the sort of film the teacher would show them to be like, this is an example of a bad film, and then they'd do like slaughter as to why it's a bad film.
Well, it's a bad film because it's boring.
Yeah, I'll just tell you because you're never gonna watch it. So
No,
basically,
I'm not gonna, especially after the boring
yeah,
review.
basically, you know how we were taught really early learning English at like secondary school about story writing and how ending a story with something to the effect of "and it was all a dream" is like a really bad ending. Famously, the worst ending you can have.
Surely not.
Basically, this film, the answer instead of that is it was all a video game designed by a traumatized little boy to try and work through his grief with his father leaving or something like that. It's honestly, it's so bad. It's really, really bad. Yeah, so that's essentially how it ends, and it's just like, I think the studios thought, yeah, we'll get Anne Hathaway and Matthew McConaughey back together like Interstellar, and it was just terrible.
Oh god, it was done
They must
after
have thrown
Interstellar.
yeah, they must have thrown loads of money at them. It was just quite recent. It was like 5 years ago.
Oh god. So what was the video game that he designed?
I'm trying to remember it now. So Matthew McConaughey, I think Matthew McConaughey.
3D, then that's
No,
where
it's
they
nothing
went
like
wrong.
that. No. So Matthew McConaughey, I think, begins to realise he's in like a simulation.
Yeah.
He's like in a video game. I think there's like
sorry, Dan.
glitches going on.
I'm gonna have to pause you there.
Oh, go for it, mate.
Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. I know what you are. I know what you tried to do. I can't allow it. Okay, you can continue.
That was mostly it. So Matthew McConaughey starts to become self-aware. And I think his son might be in the game as well. So basically this kid has made the video game to try and get his dad back in video game form, I think.
Yeah.
Or is it his mum? Does the mum die? The mum might have died and he makes the mum in the video game. And maybe the dad is like, he's like abusive, he like sort of like beats him and that sort of stuff.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was just shit. It was a really bad film.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
And it got slaughtered quite rightfully.
Yeah.
Hell diving.
Oh! I need to heal. I can't believe so the writer of
Same writer, exact same creator and writer of Peaky Blinders, Stephen Knight.
wow. How did he do so badly?
I don't know, 'cause he's a hack. Peaky Blinders is also not good. I don't think it's a good show.
Speaking of writer hacks, did you watch have you watched Three Body Problem yet?
No, not yet. I've heard about this. I think actually it's only from you, but I think it's quite popular on the internet.
Yes.
Is it good?
but-
Should I be
well,
watching it?
I thought it was
Doesn't
decent,
sound great
yeah.
already.
Sorry, it's because I'm in
If
a...
you're like, it was decent.
Sorry, I'm just trying to heal.
So,
Ooh, that was squeaky bum time there.
I'm playing my PlayStation on a different TV for the first time in years.
Oh, and how is it?
And it's a 4K TV, and God, it looks way better.
Oh,
It looks
did you
really
buy a new
crisp.
TV?
No, I'm just playing in the lounge TV instead of my 10-year-old TV,
Oh, yes.
which is Sony Bravia. I don't think it's this new, this Bravia. I think it's a few years old, but yeah, it looks good.
Oh, I did it. But yeah, the Three Body Problem's written by D&D, as in David and Dominic or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, the Game of Thrones guys.
Yeah.
They.
But it's
I don't think I've ever
it's
seen
an
anything that they have
adaptation
done
again.
other than Game of Thrones. Yeah, I mean they adapted the initial Game of Thrones books very well,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
they can adapt. It's just when they decided to. Well, I mean, actually, I think the events of the final Game of Thrones seasons are what's going to happen in the books if the books ever get actually written, which I don't think they will at this point.
Yeah, I think it will just be more...
But it felt rushed.
Yeah, it
and-
will just take longer. It needed way longer. I
they
think...
wanted to rush it so they could do Star Wars. Like that seems
Yeah,
to be
I
the
know.
prevailing theory.
What a disaster that was.
Yeah, and then that was butchered as well.
Oh my god, it was so bad. I think it was actually... Well, no, I don't think people expected the new Star Wars to be good, but I think they expected...
The Force Awakens was quite a strong start. They played it safe, but it hit the right notes.
Yeah. But
and then The Last Jedi, I mean... Well, not The Last Jedi. Was that what it's called? The Last Jedi? I don't even know the name of it.
No, Last Jedi's number... There's
It
Rise of
was called The Last
Skywalker.
Jedi. Yeah, that's the last one.
No.
The Last Jedi was because it's about Luke being the Last Jedi. Surely. It's called The Last Jedi. I'm sure it's called The Last Jedi.
What, you got the Empire...
The critics loved that one.
You got the
but
Empire
audiences were a bit
Strikes
mixed.
Back, and then you've got the Last
Return
Jedi.
of the Jedi. No, Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
Right, I've just got a bit of voice acting coming up here, Daniel.
Go for it, mate.
The bench.
What accent are you gonna pick
So this guy's called
from
Quirrell.
your repertoire?
what? Go on, you tell me an accent and I'll do it. He's called Quirrell.
You know what? Do a Scottish one.
And let me get into my Scottish accent. Okay, I've got it. Oh, hello Okay, it's not Scottish, but I'm keeping with it. Oh, hello there! Seems we both straight far from the path. I can hardly believe those dusty old highways lead to such a lush and lively place. This building suggests some form of worship, though its idol has been long forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite.
Go on.
I saw a strange fellow out there. He seemed quite taken by the lake. I planned to offer greetings through, though I figured I'd first tend to my nail on chance our meeting goes poorly. Your nail looks like a fine instrument, but it's showing signs of wear. I'd wager up there it would take you far. Down here, however, I suspect you'll soon meet dangers on the surface world that can't match. Hollow Nest is perfect for I've lost the accent entirely. Hollow Nest is perfect for vigilant explorers like us, so tense and thrilling. In this place you'll either alert or you're dead.
You're going Irish.
I am going Irish, yeah. I think I'll quit while I'm ahead, even though he's probably has more to say. Oh! Okay, I cannot dash through enemies. Oh. What are you giggling at?
There's someone's got their mic on in my hell diving game, and there's a big crying baby in the background.
Oh my goodness!
One of the other guys in our team just typed in on the chat, "Let the baby play." A baby can't play Helldivers.
I do not get that though. It's like, go and tend to your crying baby.
Yeah, I don't know if I assume it's like a sibling or something rather than a parent responsible for their child and ignoring them.
I don't know why. I just always assume that if I hear a crying baby in the background, I'm assuming it's the parent playing. And
no, that's just a glimpse into our futures.
yes, that's exactly what it is. Ooh, you're not wrong. I'll be like, Grace! Her child is crying, and I'm trying to defeat this bug knight.
I'm trying to defend liberty.
She'll tell me to fuck off. Don't swear around our child.
My good friend Chris is enjoying fatherhood so far.
Ah, yes. I remember you saying he is a father now.
Yeah.
How old is his little munchkin?
It's a boy.
Could still be
He
a munchkin.
is 6 weeks old, 6 or 2 months, something like that. 6 to 8 weeks.
Proper young munchkin then.
Yeah. He said it's tiring, but it's actually been like not too hard. It's just energy intensive,
Yeah.
is how he's described it. But like,
Yeah,
the baby's hungry, you feed it, it cries, you cuddle it,
I don't
goes
think
to
they
sleep,
have too
you sleep.
many demands at that age, do they?
No.
I think it's when they get a bit older when they start to be demanding.
He's thinking about moving back to the UK.
Oh, really? Why's that?
Early next year. Well, they're in
They're in
New Zealand at
Australia,
the moment
aren't
because New Zealand because his partner's
Oh,
from New
right.
Zealand.
Yeah.
So they're staying with her family for the rest of this year. But he's managed. I don't know how he's done it, but he's got 9 months paternity leave from his job.
Oh,
So
wow.
he's basically just not working this year. So he can help look after the kid, which I
Yeah.
think is probably why he said it's not been too hard actually, is because there's two
Yeah.
of them plus a family, and then none of them are like working.
Yeah.
But he just said basically like come the new year, the paternity leave runs out, and actually he said that they've basically realised it's just hard being so far from, well, for him, from home essentially, like
Yeah.
family and friends and everything. And then his partner's lived in England for a few years anyway, so she's got friends and stuff here.
Yeah.
So she's
When-
basically fine with it.
When did they move out over there again?
And he's been on the road a while. He left for Australia and then went from Australia to New Zealand during the pandemic for like a year. Then they
Yeah.
went to Canada and then they've gone back to New Zealand. So they spent a couple years accumulatively,
Yeah.
easily in New Zealand.
Does he want to like settle down then? I guess.
Yeah, to like come home and buy a property and then stay put. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that
fair.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Nice.
I think his main thing was just like it's hard being on the other side of the world. Just even simple things like just keeping up with like news, global news.
Yeah.
The time difference really plays a role.
Yeah.
Plus, like, yeah, he's got friends in New Zealand, but like he's just got more, and there's also better career opportunities for him because he works in telecoms around the London area.
Yeah.
So I think they'd probably like have a greater income between the two of them if they were in the UK.
What is the like cost of living like in New
I've not
Zealand?
been. I think it's probably not dissimilar to the UK. I know they've
Right,
got a
okay.
housing crisis, same as everyone does in the West, but they have
Yeah.
extraordinary, like 25% is the standard deposit
Yeah.
in New Zealand compared to the 10% we have
25%.
here. Yeah, a quarter of it.
Wow.
And obviously young people just can't really afford that at all.
No.
I think the salaries are slightly lower potentially. No, they're probably higher. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Depends on your
Yeah,
industry, I
fair.
suppose.
Yeah.
But I was hoping to go and visit him before he came back.
Yeah, I
So
remember
I
you
don't
saying.
think I'm gonna have a chance now.
Yeah, I mean, well, end of the. Oh no, yeah, because you want a year.
I want to
here,
go. I
don't
want to go straight into work. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I can
I
then go
think
to
that's-
Australia.
you? Well, yeah, fair.
Australia. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Was killed by a lightning bolt on Helldivers.
Oh
From
yeah,
like an arc of lightning from a tower thing.
yeah. Have you faced any of the Striders yet?
The Aragorns?
No, no, not that kind of Strider.
No, I haven't.
They're like big 8080s. The robots.
No, I'm playing against the bugs specifically, so I don't have to do the automatons.
They are considerably harder than the bugs.
Oh! I got killed by the exact same thing again, trying to pick up my dog. I think I got it further away this time, so hopefully they reinforce me.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely stuff. Why is there a little lightning tower destroying this?
Have you heard anything more from jobs and whatnot?
I applied for one in Epsom.
Oh, nice.
It's a really good looking gig actually. It's
Yeah.
MSK, which is what I want. Fuck
Yeah.
me. Oh, I've been killed by the same thing 3 times in a row. What will my teammates think of me?
It's probably what is in lightning.
It's
it's
like an
probably
arc. It's like a tower with like lightning sort of arcing around it, like a spark.
Oh,
giant spark.
like a Tesla tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a stratagem. Just I wouldn't go near it.
Well, the stratagem is annihilating me over and over.
Yeah, wouldn't go near it, mate.
I want my dog.
I want my dog.
So no, I just applied for that, but
Yeah.
I mean, it could take ages before you hear back. I haven't heard back from the
Yeah.
one in Isleworth, and they're. My understanding with the NHS is that everything's basically automated, like goes through the same job portal.
Yeah.
So if you are unsuccessful, you will be informed in some capacity, like you'll
yeah.
get some sort of declaration
Yeah.
or rejection letter. So no, but it's still quite early days. I submitted an
Yeah.
essay today, very big essay. It's worth a quarter of the final grade of the year.
Yes, I remember you saying. Did you
yeah,
use
submitted that today.
ChatGPT much?
I used it to find sources because it's very good at that. Really,
Yeah, I
really
mean,
good at finding sources.
I think it's basically a glorified search engine. I wouldn't actually call it AI yet.
It's not really AI yet. You can use it to find sources really well, far better than just scrolling through Google yourself. You can also
100%.
make it. You can also get it to do your referencing for you, which is really nice, and that saves a lot of time. And then also you can get it to critique studies. If you just copy and paste the bulk of the study into the thing, and say critique this, it will be like blah 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 blah. The sample size was this many participants. This is quite a small sample size, or this was a big sample size. And it can like critique the methodology and stuff. But I didn't use it for that, to be honest, because I'm not too bad at critiquing research. It's mostly just for source hunting.
Yeah.
But there are people on my course who use it religiously, and I'm sure they're going to have to get caught at some point. But also, I don't know how they can unless people are spitting out the exact same essay.
But like, will it spit out the same exact essay? Because from my
No,
understanding,
not for this, because it's well, particularly in this instance, because it's about a case study from our own patient load at some point. So it's going to be it'll be unique to you, the case. So therefore, it should be different what it spits out. Sweet freedom!
Freedom!
Apparently the Fallout show is really good. I was chatting to Jim about it.
Yes, I've heard
he said it's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will give it a watch.
I'm gonna give it a go tomorrow.
I mean, I don't really know much about Fallout because I didn't like the games. Well,
Fallout 3 was excellent.
I've never played the games. I can't say I didn't like
you can't really say you didn't like them.
But I don't really rate Bethesda as a design, like a developer.
Fallout 3 is excellent, and New Vegas actually was I think it wasn't as good as Fallout 3, but I think it was harshly treated by the fan base.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, it was actually a very solid game.
People liked Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, people
better,
did.
Though,
people. No, I think more people prefer Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was a meatier game.
Oh right.
And it probably also had a level of. It was the return to the franchise to mainstream like modern consoles.
Yeah.
Because I think the first two games came out in like the 90s, and they were like top-down. They weren't RPGs.
Isometric games. Nice.
Yeah. So Fallout 3 was like a real world building.
Yeah.
Like essentially just like a different version of Oblivion, which is what the people wanted. So.
It's what the people want.
Yeah, but Fallout 3 was great. Probably still holds up quite well today, actually.
I just don't rate the Bethesda gameplay style. I couldn't get on board with Skyrim.
Oh yeah, Skyrim was excellent as well.
Yeah, I just couldn't get on board with it though.
It's not just about like the combat and the gameplay, it's... Whoa, that's cool. That's a cool stratagem. Sorry, there's a big old laser just came out of the sky.
Oh,
yes. It targeted the nursing spewer and just annihilated them.
Yeah, nice.
Because it's also about like the quests are really fun. There have been some really engaging quest lines. The guilds, for example. And then with the modding community as well, you can get really mental and like have an absolute blast with Skyrim. I'm looking forward to the next Elder Scrolls, whenever that might be. But Bethesda's track record post Skyrim has actually been really quite poor. They've had more misses than hits.
Yeah.
Whereas Fallout 3, Oblivion, and Skyrim are all excellent, like genre games.
Yeah, but I just don't think they've really evolved with the video game industry. Right, sorry, I've got some voice acting. Now this
what
person
accent
is
are you gonna go for this time?
Well, you can decide again. This person is called the Hunter.
I want you to do it French.
Tiny squib, your approach is fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside? To stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it! My journal, I will aid you. At first text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of a hunter. How was that?
It had good moments. You were quite you strayed almost into sort of Japanese at times. It was quite short, quick sentences. You were
Yes, it
like,
was.
"Show me the mark of the hunter." Oh, that was terrible. That wasn't Japanese. I don't know what that was.
It wasn't Japanese, no.
It was not Japanese. Please take a seat. I have to get into
Please,
that one.
take a seat.
Shogun's meant to be really good. The Disney one.
Shogun is supposed to be good, yeah, I will be watching that at some point.
The Honorable Shogun Samurai.
There's just so much to watch.
So much to watch.
So much to watch in too little time.
What's this Game of Thrones Risk then? I don't think I've ever actually played Risk before.
Yeah, you have. We played it online during lockdown, remember? And we were all just messaging each other on our phones instead. Do you remember?
It doesn't really sound like we played it then.
No, we did play it because you will backstab me and you had a group chat called Let's Backstab Alex. I'm sure
This sounds
you were
familiar.
there.
I do remember.
You were definitely there. I have a feeling you were the sleeping giant in Greenland, or was that Jim?
Oh, we did play Risk. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. I do remember. And I remember looking on the webcam, and I was just sat there looking at everyone's picture,
Yeah,
and everyone
that's
was on their
what-
phones typing. And I was, wow, this looks ominous.
The first game we were sort
I'm
of
in
chatting,
danger.
weren't we? We were sort of chatting and catching up and talking about the game as we played it, and the second game was pure silence the whole time. I even have a feeling you won the second game.
I can't remember now,
Well, yeah.
but I do remember playing it. So it's just that, but a Game of Thrones theme.
It's it has the same, so it's all about board control, and you have armies and you have to deploy them and then battle like neighboring bits of land to progress, etc. But it's not entirely like Risk. It's not based on, there's no dice rolling, it's not based on chance, it's all based on much more on like tactics. So you have different orders that you can do. So in Risk, the only order you can do is attack. Whereas in this, you can choose to defend, attack, support.
You can fortify and sort
Yeah,
of,
exactly.
Okay.
And you do that all secretly at the start of a round. But you can help other players. So like you could use your army to support the numbers for someone else. So a lot of like team playing comes into it, because you as a third player in the battle could directly influence who wins on it in this main battle, as it were. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Can you still scheme?
Absolutely, still scheme. Yeah, it's full of
Lovely.
that. I actually think there's more opportunities to scheme in this one than Risk, and it's good fun. But yeah, it's quite there's a lot of like there's a lot of like, not rules, but there's just a lot of things to consider. So it's quite
Shall I look up the rules tomorrow?
Now I'll tell you them
Alright, cool.
on the day. I think we'll have plenty of time.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweat.
sweat.
Is your brother driving from Godston?
I assume so.
Okay, I might text him, see if I can get a lift.
Yeah. I reckon so.
Yeah, I rewatched Game of Thrones relatively recently, and
Yeah.
I actually think the last season, like don't get me wrong, wasn't good, but I think if they had a couple more episodes,
I think they
It
needed
could have
a
been
whole other
good.
season.
and I think there was also just some really silly moments, like the dragons just being with it, you know, like common sense moments when there's a bit where there's like a
dragons getting shot by the
parlay
arrows.
outside King's Landing, and Daenerys' last dragon is within range of about 50 ballistae, and they just don't shoot it. And it's like, you're just obviously shoot the dragon, and then suddenly all their leverage is gone. Why wouldn't you do that? Stuff like that, and it's just like, it just feels like everyone is just wrapped in plot armor.
Yeah.
And then there's just some really just bland dialogue. There's a bit where Daenerys has sacked King's Landing, burned tens of thousands of people to death.
Yeah.
And then she's like, lands and chats to Jon for a bit, walks off. Jon's then standing with Arya, and Arya says something about like, be careful with that one. I know a killer when I see one. It's like, it's just burned down the entire city 6 hours earlier. What are you talking about? I know a killer. No one had clocked it, really, Arya.
Right, I've got some more voice acting here.
Oh, German.
Okay. Hello there, dear. I was about to close up shop and run till you came along. I've provided a service if you're interested. Losing one's Geo is a terrible thing. It's so much more likely if you carry it on yourself. My vault is much more secure. In all my time as a banker, I've never lost a single Geo. Maybe you'd consider opening an account? Shall I open an account, Dan?
That was your best accent so far, I'd say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've opened an account with Millabel, the banker.
Geo.
You're a smart one. Next time some dreadful beasties get the best of you, you'll be glad to know your Geo is safe with my my vault. Now, let's do some banking. I'm going to not pause it anymore.
Geo, Kalala.
Goodbye then, stay safe. Yeah, I actually think the endings of most characters was correct. Like, I liked that Daenerys burnt King's Landing and that she gave into
it just felt a little bit too sudden.
It was way too sudden, way too rushed.
If they'd given her an episode or two more of her,
I think she needed a season.
being a bit more tyrannical, then I would have bought the sacking of King's Landing. But it felt like, because she'd already lost a couple of the dragons, like that would have been a nice trigger for her to sack King's Landing. But they'd already killed off. Well, one got night kicked, which is fine. That was cool. But then the other one just got done in by like some boats, didn't they? That they just happened to not notice the enormous fleet of ships.
Yeah.
Which had like laser-sighted, guided ballistae.
Yeah.
To knock a dragon from the sky from a kilometre out.
And just like in the scene before, isn't it? Like, we need to be careful about the ballistae, and she's like,
it's just dumb. It's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
Whereas if they saved that dragon for being killed during the sacking of King's Landing, then it would have made sense for her to snap, and then you would have had the build up anyway, and then the dragon was the trigger. That would have been more compelling, I think.
Yeah, or they just had a whole season of just things not going her way, because for most of the time while she was in the East or the other lands, everything went her way, pretty much. So just having things not go her way for a season, and then just her turning more and more tyrannical. Yeah. And then like maybe the end of the season's her flipping and killing Varys or something, which she did in the final season, which made no sense.
Yeah, well, he tries to poison her, which actually I did not pick up on at all.
No.
That was quite subtly done.
But it's also, Varys wouldn't have been caught.
Well, probably not, no.
Yeah, it would just... Or if he was caught, he should have been... I don't know, something a bit more...
There's just lots of things that went a bit wrong. I don't like Bran being the king, particularly.
Bran being the king makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, in the books, Bran's a little bit better, but in the show, he really does nothing. He's really dislikable in the show.
Yeah.
And then I also think it would have been nice, like Jaime just completely undoing all of his character development from the previous number of seasons. He either should have killed Cersei, which I think in the books was being lined up.
He should have killed Cersei.
Or I genuinely think it would have been much more satisfying to have him kill the Night King over Arya. I mean, I also think there's nothing wrong with letting Jon do it.
I
But-
personally didn't like Arya killing the Night King. I thought it was just a
No,
bit like...
most people didn't.
Arya's character towards the end was, I think, quite insufferable.
Yeah.
In fact, I think quite a lot of the characters towards the end were quite insufferable. Bran, Arya, Sansa. Sansa, I think, is a bit more understandable because of I've forgotten his name. The horrible one.
The bastard.
Ramsay.
Ramsay, yeah.
But
Bastard.
the bastard. But she was still very insufferable towards the end, I think.
Yeah. I have less qualms with, or fewer qualms with Sansa than I do other characters. It feels like a lot of people talk her up. A lot of the other characters talk her up about being really clever and all this and that, but she doesn't seem to ever pull off any moves at any point.
No.
Other than getting Littlefinger to help Jon. That's basically it.
Yeah. On that I remember that in the final season. The whole Littlefinger playing the sisters against each other, and he looks like he's doing an absolutely superb job of it. They're absolutely, Sansa and Arya just seem to be hating each other. Then out of nowhere, they're just like, we knew you were up to it the whole time.
Oh, got him.
Got him. Yeah, it was a Gotham moment, which I didn't appreciate.
Yeah, and also just again more silly bits like demanding Jon, like the army that Grey Worm leads up, like the Unsullied, like the Unsullied like demand justice for Daenerys being killed, but like also they were they were the losing side. Like why do they have any sway whatsoever over the court, over the kings and queens of the Seven Kingdoms? It's ridiculous that they'd have any say in Jon's.
They're literally just.
Jon shouldn't even really be punished.
They're just paid mercenaries as well.
Yeah, essentially, they were just mercenaries who were freed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. God, the ending was bad. Don't really know what more to say than that, really.
Nah. And all the cast knew it as well. When you look back at their interviews before the show had aired, before the final season aired, and they're all like, "Yeah, great season."
Oh my god! They're like, "It's the final season."
I mean,
How do you feel? And they're like, "Yeah." Emilia Clarke especially is like,
"Yeah, she really didn't try and hide it."
Yeah, she didn't try and hide it at all.
She's the only one who's really had it feels like a proper career out of Game of Thrones, because I haven't seen Kit Harington in anything else.
I can't think of seeing Emilia Clarke in anything except a Christmas film.
She's done loads of stuff. She did Terminator and
yeah, true.
Actually worse. She's definitely in Terminator. I feel like she's done other things as well, I just possibly haven't seen them.
She was in a Christmas film, I saw.
Lovely. She's got a touch of the J-Law about her, except I think Jennifer Lawrence is a much better actress.
Yes, Jennifer Lawrence is a better actress.
Supplies. No. Pistoleers. Bam 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 bam.
Oh, there's a chest up there. I fell into the water.
Helldivers is pretty epic, isn't it?
It
looks great on this TV.
Yeah, I very much rate Helldivers. I think it's a cracking game. I think they did a cracking job.
Reminds me a bit of Destiny in terms of like the mechanics of it.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen? I mean, I think I really am done with Destiny. I really don't have much interest.
I haven't followed it in ages. Has the latest thing come out yet?
No, it's not come out yet, but they've done the reveal stream for it and everything, and they've Um,
What was the reception like?
good, because they've released a subclass called Prismatic, where you can combine multiple subclasses together.
Hmm.
So you can use
I like that. That sounds good.
so you can use solar and arc, or no, I think you can use dark and one dark and one light. So you could use stasis and solar or whatever. And they've released an exotic class item that lets you combine two exotics together. Yeah. And then I think there was like a bit of gameplay. There's a raid boss like gauntlet now. So if you just wanted to do the bosses and leaderboards, etc.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good addition.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll be. I don't know.
I'm not interested. It's
No,
just
I've lost interest as well.
gameplay-wise, it's great, but
Gameplay-wise,
I don't know.
it is fantastic, but I just
kind of like
it's
bit
also
faster now.
like you really have to sink a lot of time into it to get the most out of it. And I just don't think I'm really a single-player games. Yeah, I'm fine with that, but I just don't think I'm really keen for that with multiplayer games.
yeah.
And even, games that are super big, like for example, Baldur's Gate 3. Like it is a commitment. You do have to play. You do have to be like, oh, I need to play this game.
I think Vicky's still playing.
It's the only game she plays, though, isn't it? So
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it is a cracking game. So I can't
There's
blame
some very
her
good
for it.
trap remixes of the music on YouTube, which I listen to in the gym.
Which is your favorite?
There's some
trap
really
remix?
good Witcher trap remixes, like really good.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Why are our capes blowing around on the ship?
Air conditioning, mate.
I mean, it must be incredibly powerful. It's like cape is at like a 90-degree angle. It's covered in blood.
Covered in
Return to
blood.
ship alone.
Oh,
Story
dear.
of my life. Ombudsman's coming to get you. Hit a new PB in the gym yesterday.
What was it? 5 kilos.
More like 4, mate. Whee!
Well, you were able to do 10 press-ups, were you?
I hit PB on the squat. 100. I worked my way up to 132 kilos for 3 reps.
Nice. That
I
is
want to
pretty
get to
big.
140. I think I can get to 140 soon. Because I actually think I could have done 135.
135 is a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. I've realised I think I was going too deep before with the squats.
Aren't you supposed to go deep?
You don't have to. Past a certain point, you're just putting a lot of load on your quadricep tendon, right at the distal end, by your
Yeah.
knee, for not necessarily much more gain. Because if you think in your general day-to-day life, or even if you're in like a sport where you needed to, be able to like tackle, let's say rugby for example, is probably the best example.
Yeah.
If you're never like, when you engage in a tackle or a scrum, your knees aren't bent like that deep. They're like 90 degrees, really, when you're pushing.
Yeah.
So actually the most effective half of the rep is the initial bit, when you go from straight to about 90 degree. Once you go past the 90 degree bend, I would say you're getting less bang for your buck in terms of
Yeah.
raw functionality, and actually you'd be better served just upping the weight and having less depth. So I use a bench, and I just tap the bench with my arse and then go back up.
Ooh,
And I
I
realised
think
the bench for me is
that's
it's actually slightly
doing
past
everything.
90 degrees.
No,
It's
but
like,
tapping it, you're practically springing off of it.
I'm springing off of it.
No, you practically
Tapping.
are, Dan. You practically
A
are.
gentle tap. Look at that spring!
Look at it, he's bouncing off of it.
So I reckon I'm going to try 135 tomorrow. Need to sign up for the new gym up on the hill.
New gym up
Also,
on the hill.
my thighs are just like my quads are not nearly. They don't feel nearly as strained afterwards at the end. Like I don't feel
That's
like I'm
good.
pulling my hip. I don't think I'm pulling my hip flexor anymore. And also my legs are just bigger, so I think it's working.
Yeah.
Nah 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 nah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Nah,
dun.
nah, nah.
Aha, I found a train station. Ooh. Oh, right down, we've got another voice. This one's
What have you
called
not done
Willa.
yet? How about Italian? Go for all the Europeans.
Oh, coming in search of the treats you have. I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I found it only in this station and it tasted just divine. This place must have been quite the hub, built as a border between the two lands, the misty drop on one side and those bulbous growths on the other. Ah, now the place seems to particularly welcoming, so while the little treats last, I think I'll stay.
Yeah, very good.
Feel free to stop by any time. I thought I do quite like this station. A little oh, I'm going a bit Jamaican there. Oh dear. Yeah, not bad.
Start calling you Alessandro.
I prefer
Alessandro Felipe's.
Philly base.
Oh my god, I've spawned on a fucking Titan. Oh, run away, it's coming straight for me! No! Yes! The laser thing got it! Oh, that laser thing's very good.
Yeah,
What a stratagem that is.
I'm surprised you haven't unlocked it yet.
I'm only level, I don't even know what level I am.
I think you unlock it at like 15?
55-0.
15.
15-1-5.
Yeah.
Well, Malice. I'll have to see if I'm level 15 or not. I have to say, the game really does look good on this TV. Maybe I should buy a TV.
Incoming 4K TV.
We'll see. I'm annoyed at how quickly we've gotten blocked on your Sky Bet account. Because we're not up that much. I think the gross profit is like 450.
Yeah.
Which in a week is nice, like don't get me wrong, it's like
Oh,
decent,
yeah.
But by a bookmaker's standards, that's pennies. There'll be people who like lump $1,000 on games.
Yeah.
So they've shut us down really quick, and then this week's just not been very good. We've had like 7 games and only 1 win, which is just a bit unlucky, but I'm confident we'll end up with an extra 300 quid or so by Sunday night.
Nice.
That's very annoying.
But yeah, it is yeah, how they just ban you.
Yeah, it's just toxic. It's just toxic industry where anyone who actually does well gets blocked.
Yeah.
So they just keep roping in punters.
Yeah. Or you just keep making accounts. Have you got anyone else lined up to make new accounts?
I might do them for my cousin and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'll offer them. AJ shafted. Well, I say shafted. AJ only gave Jim 15%. Oh, that's quite stingy.
That was stingy. And did you tell Jim that you were giving 20?
Yeah, I told him I got you 20.
And was he like, fuck?
I don't think he really minded, because he just sort of thought like there's absolutely no risk to him, so he's happy just to get whatever.
I can't believe you didn't go to 21% like I asked.
I didn't know. Oh, did you ask for 21%?
Yeah, I asked for 21% and you said no.
Oh.
You said
you agreed, so it seems like it was all fine.
Oh dear, I just got blown up on. Oh, this episode's about to end. Oh dear. I've done a lot of exploring this episode. I defeated a boss earlier, and I unlocked the dash, and now I'm a bit lost. I think the whole idea of this game is getting lost. Right, where to next? Right, Dan, would you like to say goodbye to the video?
Goodbye, video. Sleep
And,
well.
Tell them to come and watch next time.
Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Link